everyone, and welcome to your first baritone ukulele lesson. You probably know by now that the baritone ukulele is one of the larger ukuleles compared to the standard ukulele size. For this reason, it's a little bit different. I love it. It's actually my favorite ukulele. In this lesson, we're going to be going over the parts of the ukulele, the tuning of the ukulele. Yes, it is different for the baritone, but it's not complicated. We'll keep it nice and simple. We're going to go over the position, how to hold the baritone ukulele, and we're going to learn our first two chords on the baritone ukulele. If you're already a string player coming from guitar or coming from the concert soprano or tenor ukulele, this will be nice and easy for you, and I have more complex lessons coming on the way. For this first lesson, it's for the beginner, and we're going to go over the basics, everything you need to know. And once we've got our two chords down, we're going to practice strumming. We'll go over how to strum, and we'll go over the different strumming patterns. I'm a singer-songwriter based in Los Angeles. I've been using the baritone not only to write songs, but to perform live on stage. I think the instrument is incredibly versatile, and I think it sounds beautiful live. I recently performed at the Orange County Ukulele Festival. If you're coming here from there, please do say hello in the comments. Okay, grab your ukulele. This beauty right here is a Kala ukulele. This is the acacia wood. You might have seen her in some of my live performance videos. I've also done a few videos about the ukulele with this specific baritone. If you want to know more about why I love the baritone and what makes it unique and special, you can check out this video I've linked here. Let's get into it. First things first, the parts of the ukulele. Pretty standard, right? So you have the body, this nice round part below the waist of the ukulele. Got the sound hole. If you don't know how a string instrument works, you hit the strings, they vibrate. They go into this sound hole, into the hollow body of this instrument. They do a little dance and then they come back out and it sounds awesome. This is the neck. This is our headstock. Our tuning pegs are at the top here, one for each string. These little metal lines along the neck are called frets, and they're very, very helpful when you get into playing. And if you have an electric option, meaning you can plug in and play your baritone, that's usually found on the bottom section. And those are all the major parts of your ukulele. Now, when it comes to tuning, if you're a ukulele player, you are used to "My dog has fleas." That was very out of tune. "My dog has fleas." The baritone is different. The baritone is actually D, G, B, and E. And they're all in that consistent order. They don't jump around octaves or anything. Again, that is D, starting with the string closest to you, the lowest, D, G, B, and E. All in that order too. We're not jumping around octaves, so sounds a bit like an acoustic guitar. That's because these four strings are actually the high four strings of a guitar. If you picked up a guitar, the bottom four strings would sound just like this, which makes this a great option for guitar players because they already know how to play at least four of the strings. And if you learn the baritone ukulele, it makes the guitar way easier to learn because you already know 4 out of the 6 strings for your hand placements. So a great instrument overall for learning. Now, this specific baritone actually comes with a little tuning box right here that I can turn on and adjust. Press it, it tells me if I'm high or low, and then I'll turn the tuning peg to adjust that. What I actually recommend for most players, especially beginners, is getting a little clip-on tuner, like this guy. There you go. They clip onto the headstock and they work by going off vibrations. So even if you're at a loud venue or a crowded place, that won't matter. It doesn't have to listen in that way. It just picks up the vibrations on the strings here. And it's very simple to read. It'll give you a high or low on the dial, and then you just adjust accordingly. And if you're new to stringed instruments and you're not sure which tuning peg goes to which, just follow the string up with your finger and see which one it's tied to. Now that we're tuned up, we're ready to properly hold our instrument. If you're coming from a smaller ukulele size, what might be most comfortable for you is to use your elbow to kind of lock in the base of the baritone. You can hold it like this for a second to get used to it, but it's really just going to be that holding position here that's going to keep it close to your body and allow you to move around the neck. And you can hold about 45-degree angle. And so your hand will be free. Play with your left hand easily. loosely, and this will be held close to your body. Personally, what I like to do, because I love to move around the stage and not worry about the pressure I need to maintain on my ukulele while moving up and down the neck, is I use a strap. And a lot of baritones already come with the strap installed, which is great. And if you're a guitar player, you're probably used to holding the instrument a little bit lower, so this might be easier for you. You can try both and see which one feels best. For visibility, I'm just gonna lift it up and let it rest on my lap, which is how a lot of players like to use it, sitting down. But now I don't have to worry. Okay, now that we know the parts, the names of the strings, and we have our playing position ready, we are going to learn a couple chords. This is the fun stuff. The first chord I like to teach on a baritone is the G chord, which is way simpler on a baritone than it is on the standard ukulele. So your G, you're going to, on your left hand, take your ring finger, and we're going to count up the frets. So again, the frets are these metal bars, 1, 2, 3, and they're kind of like little boxes that go up the neck, right? So 1, 2, 3, we're going to press down with our ring finger, and we don't want to pull or push in any specific direction. We're just pressing right down in towards the neck. And we want to press down right in between the two metal bars there, right in the center. That'll give us the most clear sound. If you notice buzzing like that, means you got to get back to the center. If it sounds kind of weak or plucky, that means you're not pressing down hard enough or correctly. So really try and get right on top of that string and give it a strum. To strum, I recommend making a little okay, a little okay with your hand, and you're going to use your pointer nail just to brush down. Just pointer. You can also use your thumb with the palm side of your thumb, the soft side of your thumb, the strum. Gives it a bit warmer sound. If you want a brighter, stronger tone, I would use your nail. So that's our first chord, G. Now let's practice playing that together. We're going to count 4, and our strum here is just going to be down, 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 down. Okay, and we're going to make sure we hit every single string to give it a nice full sound to play the full G chord. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. You're doing great. You're doing great. Learning anything new is hard and challenging. Are you ready for the second chord? Yeah. Okay. Second chord, also easy. We're going to go to the 2nd fret. You can give your hand a shake. Sometimes when we're learning, we press down really hard on the strings. So just be aware of that. You can give your fingers a little massage. Go to the 2nd fret. Here's our first box. Here's our second box. We're going to take our pointer finger on our left hand this time. We are going to press the string closest to us, the D string, and we're going to press down. And when we do that, we make an E note. A, B, C, D, E. Just that one string, and then give it a strum. This is E minor. E minor is so moody, but it sounds great with our other chord. So let's go ahead and we're going to play E minor 4 times, just like we did the last chord. Ready? 1, 2, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to put them together. Play a fun little tune here. So ring finger on the 3rd fret, on that high E. We're going to press down for our G. Right? So we're going to play that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to switch to the 2nd fret, string closest to us, the E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And we'll play it a bit slower. So that's G 4 times, and then E minor 4 times. So 3rd fret, and then the 2nd fret. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch to the E minor minor on the 2nd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch back to the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch back. The E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if you're new, it feels like a bit of a jump. If you've been playing a while, this will probably come pretty easily. It's just with repetition, repetition, and then some more repetition. So going from the G to the E minor, a tip is just to keep that pointer finger near that E minor chord. You know, if you're playing, don't have your hand wide open like this. You're playing and then you have to jump all the way. Just have your hand here relaxed, ready to play. So it's more of a, just a little pressing down, back and forth. Okay, let's try another strumming pattern now. Let's jazz it up a little bit, not with actual jazz. That's for later. Now we're gonna play down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, all on the same chord, and then we'll switch chords. So it'll sound like this. G chord, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, again, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, switch down, up, 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 down, up. That's what we're gonna work to, okay? So here we go. So that's on the G chord. We're gonna do that 8 times, and then we'll switch to the E minor. And 1, 2, ready, begin. Down, up, 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 switch to E minor, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now your homework, we love homework. Our homework here is to play that and slowly go faster and faster each time. So the next speed could be a little bit faster, and then the next time a little bit faster, and then you're getting faster and faster and faster. And then maybe you add a little emphasis. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Add a little emotion to it, getting into your feels a bit. Always fun. All right, so we covered the main parts of the baritone ukulele, the tuning of the instrument, how to hold the baritone ukulele while playing. Again, you can hold it close to your body, or you can add a strap. Hands-free, super comfy. We learned our 2 chords, G and E minor, and we learned a couple strumming patterns as well that now you can work on and bring to our next lesson. This is fun. Let's do it again. And if you're new here, be sure to like and subscribe for more ukulele content. And leave any comments or questions below so I can get back to you. Let me know what you would like to learn on the baritone. There's so much you can do with this instrument. Keep practicing, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Does it look crooked? Am I crazy? Looks a little crooked.